beautiful people, but most of all, what's up to my A1s? Thank y'all for always supporting and rocking with me. If you're new here, go ahead and thumbs up this video. Just stop what you're doing and thumbs up the video because I think you're gonna like some of the things you're gonna hear. And most of all, go ahead and subscribe because I'm just gonna keep your attention because that's what I do best here. Let's jump right into this. So this is not only new to you if you're new to my channel, but this is also new to my subscribers. But this is a new segment that I'm starting on my channel called Ask Asha. Yes. This is gonna be the first installment, the first chapter series. I haven't decided if I wanna do it by chapter, series, or if I just wanna do episodes. I haven't decided yet how this is gonna go, but this is gonna be a rough draft. This is gonna be a test run, and as the weeks progress, it'll get better and better. If you're new here, or if you are an OG follower, please start sending me questions now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out a disclaimer. I will not be able to always answer every question I get, especially if it's a large influx. However, if I'm looking a little low on questions or things that you guys want to talk about, I will ask again in another episode. I will kind of say, hey, send more stuff so that we'll have more topics. But this actually came randomly. So I received an email. I don't know if this person wants me to say their name, so I'm not gonna say your name. Now, if you don't mind people knowing it's you, obviously leave a comment. I'll comment back, and I'll just tell you that I acknowledge it so that others can see it's you. But just in case this person does not want their information out there or wants people to know who they are, I will not disclose your name. I'm just gonna read off what you sent me and we'll go from there. I wanna clarify again that this person emailed this to me, to my email address, ASHAEVERYTHING@gmail.com, and it was by surprise. And honestly, guys, she sent me a book. She sent me a book. Like, this is real. This is not nothing I've made up. And I was gonna respond back to her via voice message. Some of you guys who have been following me, who've asked me stuff on Instagram, y'all know I'll send an audio message quick. It's been a while since I've wanted to do this, and actually when I first started my channel, I had a segment called Speak On It. And what's so crazy is I put out, I think, 1 or 2 episodes of Speak On It, and I just so happened to be browsing YouTube one day, and Candy Burris from Real Housewives of Atlanta also had a segment on her YouTube channel called Speak On It. And her and I are both Tauruses, so I was like, that was just a Taurus. We just alike. Tauruses, we just all be on the same vibe. And I was like, I don't want to steal anything from anybody else. Ask Asha will be unique to me because it's me, it's my name. And then I threw an ask on top of it because I want you guys to ask me questions. I want you guys to feel comfortable. This is a safe space. Again, please notate if you want me to say it's you or not. And we just gonna kick it off like that. I am going to read what the young lady sent me, and I'm gonna give her my honest opinion. If this is something that you also identify with, please continue to watch. If it is not, you're free to tune off if you like to, but Ask Asha is gonna be about helping the person that sends me the message, but it's also gonna be about helping you, the viewer. You may be going through the same thing or something similar. So a lot of you guys say you like my sit downs. This is also gonna help me stay on task and stay consistent with my sit downs so that I'm serving you as well as doing something that I love, which is, kind of give you guys advice and hear advice from you guys as well, because you guys have given me so much good advice over this time. So let's jump right into what this young lady wrote me. She sent me this message on Saturday. Hi, my name is, and I'm 25, and I'm an A1 day one. Been watching your videos since the beginning of year 2020. So she's a real OG. I gotta throw that in there. And you truly are an inspiration to me, and I look up to you because you are a positive role model. I normally don't see that too often on YouTube. You give good advice, hence why I'm emailing you about this situation. Don't get me wrong, I have family and friends that I can get advice from, but they are way too judgmental. So here's the proposition. This has been presented to me, and this is quite the proposition. So she's about to tell us what she's talking about. I'm 25 and this woman is 32. We used to work together. I worked at a library for 6 months, and she is the librarian. And I was the bookkeeper or the bookshelver. I decided it wasn't for me, so I resigned. So a month after I resigned, she calls me and she asked if I'd like to go out for lunch. And I said yes, because she was never mean or disrespectful to me and was always nice to me. We would go out for lunch and she tells me that she was attracted to me. And that's the reason why she was always kind of short with me, because she did not ever want to overstep her boundaries. I'm flattered because she is highly attractive and a girly girl, just like me. But even with me finding her highly attractive, I'm not into women in that way at all. Plus, I have a boyfriend, and this is what I tell her. She says she's single, so she understands, but all she wants is one romantic night with me. One romantic night with me, and told me it will be worth my while. She said she would write me a check for $1 million, in parentheses, no cap, and make sure I understood how serious she was. She gave me her social security number, her address, so that I could do an extensive background investigation check on her, and I did, and everything came back clean. She had nothing on the background check at all. Y'all hear that? So this young lady has verified that this lady is who she says she is. She's talking about cutting a check for $1 million just to have one night with her, and gave the young lady her social and her address so that she can do an extensive background check. She then wanted us both to get STD tests and make sure those came back clean. We both took the test and we both are squeaky clean, got the green light on that. She says, okay, the next step is to make me feel comfortable. She would pay for the entire day. She says that she would take me shopping at any high-end place of my choice. I wanted to get me some gifts. Then after, we could go out to eat. After that, we would go to the spa, and of course, end the night with us being intimate in a luxury hotel with all of the tabs paid for. And she said, all I have to do is say yes and show up. Now, I'm going to pause for a second because I want y'all to understand, this is my, like, when I read her message, I read a little bit of it. I scanned through it, and then I went to the bottom, which I'm going to read the bottom as well. So I'm rereading this with y'all, so don't think I can't read. But I'm also, usually, you know, when you're typing and you're texting, the vocabulary can be off. So just bear with me. She told me to think about it, talk to my boyfriend about it, and take my time and reach out to her and let her know what's tea. I've talked to my boyfriend, and he said for her to do it, and he can tell she not capping if she's willing to do all this. So the boyfriend is fine with it. The boyfriend said, baby, go ahead and do it. This is where she's asking me for my advice. Asha, I don't know what to do. I'm slick thinking about doing this because this is $1 million and I could use the money. She said after the one night it's over, she will never bother me about it no more unless I liked it and wanted to come back for more or seconds. Asha, if you were in this situation, what would you do? I need all the advice I can get coming from another woman. Maybe you could ask your audience, and make sure I put this on the screen. Maybe you could ask your audience what they would do. I need to make a decision. And the funny thing is, one of your videos, you were talking about Freaknik, and you mentioned how you really don't know what people would do for money. And I was like, oh my God, this is the story of my life right now. So if you don't want to share this with your audience, I get it. But regardless, I need all the advice I can get because it might help me make a decision and hearing the feedback on why some of us would or some of us wouldn't. How can we help in her dilemma? Just want to make sure I post it. I'm going to post it also on the screen. But this is, again, a real email that came to me on Saturday. Baby girl, where do I start? The first thing, I'm gonna just start with first came to my mind and then I'm gonna dial it back. The first thing that came to my mind, Queen, was she is lying. And I'm not talking about her not having money. She probably does have money. But I don't know. This is not the Bible. I don't know anybody in real life that is gonna give somebody $1 million for one night. I don't care if it's Drake, Kendrick Lamar, the President of the United States, a pastor. I'm just trying to name people. I'm sorry, me personally, I just don't believe that. If we were talking about, honestly, anything less than, and this is just my own opinion, sweetheart, if we were talking about anything under 30K, yeah, they probably mean the one time, right? But I just haven't seen, I haven't seen in history. And this is where I do want you guys to make comments, comment below, because I want us to be a community on this channel and help whoever sends these requests in, these emails in. I want us to all come together in the comments. And at some point I will start going live with this because I think the live interaction is even better. But long story short, I don't think I know anybody in their right mind who is gonna send that kind of money for one night. That's the first thing. That to me is a lie. That's a red flag. I just don't believe it. She's gonna absolutely want more. And it may not always be intimate. It could be more as in she wanna see you. When she texts you, you got to respond. It's gonna come with responsibility for sure, 100%. Like, it's not gonna be what she says. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, I know some people may disagree with me, but in my experience, things that I've seen, things that I've been through myself, it's just never, it's never just a one-time thing. Even in my past where I've had friends ask to borrow money from me, just this one time, it never was just that one time. I hate to say it, it just never was just that one time. When you receive or take something from somebody, it almost always comes with some type of burden or responsibility or something that you are binded to. And as long as you know, because I haven't finished, I'm gonna dial it back. Like I said, I'm just started with saying, as long as you know that it's not gonna be no one-time thing, we can proceed with what I have to say next. But I just want you to know, sweetheart, it will not be one time, Queen. Not for no meal. I'm sorry. If she changed her mind and just send you a little 5,000, then yeah, you probably won't hear from her anymore. But $1 million, please. What the kids say now, be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. Now, I'm gonna dial it back and I'm just gonna say, just of all the information you gave me, when you say librarian, I don't know. And again, this money could have been inherited from her family. Her family could be the Rockefellers. Her family could be a part of, you know, some high mogul real estate company agent. She could be a Hilton, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, you know, this is where she could have acquired this kind of money. Another thing, because I don't know, so you have to ask yourself this. She was a librarian and you were a bookshelfer, a bookkeeper, I believe is what you said. How is a librarian having $1 million to be giving somebody for one night? You have to ask yourself that kind of question. The only people in my mind that can afford $1 million nights is like people who, when you look at how much money they make a year, they have to be making almost close to $1 billion. Like a Jay-Z. Let's hope Jay-Z not cheating on Beyonce, but a Jay-Z can afford $1 million a night. Bob, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a Drake could afford it. A billionaire can afford that. A millionaire just giving out $1 million to see somebody for a night, honestly, in my opinion, that's unrealistic. Especially to you telling me their position. Now, maybe if you had said, you know, you were a bookkeeper, a bookshelver, and this person owns, you know, all of the, what are the stores called that people, you know, y'all know the bookstores. I can't think of what it's called for some reason. But just somebody of that type of caliber, the CEO, maybe. But a librarian, the math not mathing for me on that. Now, I'm gonna skim down to your boyfriend. I'm not upset with him saying, go ahead, baby, do your thing, because first of all, it's a female. Men typically, almost 10 out of 10, always don't get offended or offensive when, you know, other women want their woman. Maybe 8 times out of 10. Some men are like, girl, get away from my girl. But most men, they have those thoughts anyway, like, ooh, my girl with another girl, right? So I'm not mad at him. However, I just do want you to be conscientious of whatever you open up into your relationship. If you say, oh, I'm gonna go deal with this girl because she's giving me $1 million, it's like, yeah, that's like a unicorn, right? Somebody giving you $1 million for one night to be with your girl. But whatever you do now is gonna open up a whole lot more later on in y'all relationship. It may seem simple now. It may seem like, okay, it's just a girl now. But what you might open up is Pandora's box. And what I mean by that is, now he go out and he finds a little sitcho, or find him, somebody proposition him. And who are you to say, oh no, baby, you can't do that? Because he's going to say, well, when you came to me, I said go ahead. Because yes, this is a female, but to say one night, what is going to entail in that one night? I'm going to get to that. But I just want to say this to say, whatever your man says, go ahead to, always know that that is going to almost always come with some type of condition. Almost always come with some type of condition. He not saying it now. He going with the flow now. But later on in their relationship, he going to bring it up. He going to throw it up in your face. He going to say, but you did this. He definitely going to want, if not half, he going to at least want half. He's going to want to see how he's going to benefit from that money. It's just gonna, if you and that guy have a good relationship, I don't know if, and I know $1 million is a lot, but to compromise your union, I don't know. I don't know how long you and this guy have been together, if this is husband material or what, but these are all things that I want you to ask yourself tonight. When you see this video, you lay in your bed and you think about what I'm saying and you ask yourself, because I can't tell you, these are just all the things that would run around in my head. Just if I was you. Now, I do want to go back to the one night. So like, again, let's say everything checks boxes and it's like, oh, the one night. When I see the messages of her saying, I want to be intimate, I'm going to take you she said, I'm going to take you shopping, take you on a spa. Forgot some more things she said that she was going to do, and then it was going to leave with the night of y'all being intimate. What entails in that intimacy? That is another question. Everybody's idea of intimate is not scissoring. That's what the girls do, right? That's not everybody's idea of intimate. Intimate could mean a plethora of things, right? And you know, for YouTube purposes, I'm not gonna go too deep, but the things that we've heard that Diddy has done to women, the things that we've heard R. Kelly has done, allegedly, this is all alleged. All bets are off. When you take, that goes back to why I said, when you receive money from somebody and they tell you, I'm gonna pay you for a service, almost is what they're saying, anything goes in their mind. It may not just be y'all kissing and hugging and just wake up and the sun is up the next day and now you got a meal in your pocket. It may not be like that. It may involve some 50 Shades of Grey shit. And you have to know, again, are you okay with that? You have to know, are you okay with whatever it's gonna take? And I think the last thing, or the last few things I want to leave you with is, I don't know if you're asking what I would do. Honestly, and this is just me being honest, what I would do, I'm not the most seasoned person. I still got many years to go, but I don't believe nothing nobody tell me, sister. When I tell you I don't believe people, people will tell you what they gonna do, how they gonna do it. You don't know if they really gonna stand on business until the very end. And all I'm gonna say is, you know, if you're considering it and if it's something you want to do, please take heed to everything I said. Read the comments, because there may be some women in the comments that have been through the same thing. But I think the most important thing that I want you to take heed to is, understand that if you do this and this is something that you want to do, that person is probably going to be stuck to you like glue. And this is what it may not just be a one-time thing, is what I'm saying. And another thing that I want to very much stress to you, the minute you hear, oh, I'm going to send the money after, or I got to go do this, or it's going to come this way. If there's any type of rebuttal, like say you decide, I heard what Asha said, I read the comments, I'm about to do this. Don't do anything without that money need to go hit your account. And before you even do it, you need to be done already transferred it to another account, sis. Yes. You need to be watching. I watch too much Ozark and Narcos and all these shows. That's why I be up on, because I know these people can send stuff and they can take it right back out. And now you done sold your soul for a check. You don't know how this gonna go. Do thorough research on this queen. Check in the background. You didn't really go into, you just said that everything came back clean, but what are you checking? Are you just checking, like, are they a real person? Is this their real name? Is this their address? Or are you checking to see, like, how can you acquire that kind of money to give me $1 million for one night? How? You have to ask those strippers not even getting that. You know what I'm saying? And that's their full-time profession. So you have to ask yourself, how is this person able to do this? If I say yes to this, do I realize that this could potentially ruin my relationship with my man? If I say yes, is this something that I can live with for the rest of my life, depending on what this young lady is going to ask you to do? You don't know what she's going to have you do for this one night, but you have to ask yourself, are you okay with living with that for the rest of your life? And most of all, don't do anything until the payment is in your possession. That is my advice to you. Again, if you want to reveal yourself in the comments, you're welcome to. Or if you just want to email me back and kind of tell me what you decided, I will update you guys in the next Ask Asha so you guys know how this went. But yeah, I don't want to be a dead horse, but my thing is, if you asking me and asking what Asha would do, Asha don't believe nothing, baby. I'm gonna be honest. It's very hard to pull that wool over my eyes. It's very hard. Anything that I do in life, I know 1,000% what I'm getting myself into. I don't play dumb and I don't act dumb. I be knowing. And if somebody was to proposition me something like that, I would know their whole life before I even make a kind of decision. And that's honestly what I'm telling you to do, is know who you really dealing with and make sure the math. Because to me, reading what you said, the math ain't mathing, sis. And don't set yourself up for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this segment, Ask Asha. Again, this is a new segment that I'm bringing to my channel, and I hope y'all can dig it. Right now, I'm digging it. If you guys want to ask me anything, please email me here at ASHAEVERYTHING@gmail.com, and I will get to you guys. I probably want to put out a video at least starting off once a week. So ask away. Again, please notate, kind of like, I love how this young lady did it, because she let me know in the message, which prompted me to do this, that she didn't mind if I said something to y'all. Obviously, if you want to ask me something and then you don't want it out in the streets, I will still try to get back to you. But y'all know my life is hectic and I have a lot going on. So it's easier to kill. Right now, I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm providing content for my channel and I'm helping somebody. So please, 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 I urge you, if you don't want me to disclose your name, then I won't. If you do want me to put it in Ask Asha, just make sure you notate whether you want me to say your name or not, and I will answer it as they come in through my email. So if you guys like this, please make sure you thumbs it up. And I will update you guys on what this young lady says when she sees this video. And sis, I hope I helped you. I hope you take what I say and you really think about what I said. I'm not saying do it or don't do it, but if all those boxes do not check in what I said in this video, red flag, alert, abort, however you want to say it, don't do it. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Ask Asha. Peace.